Another brawl broke out right outside of the JCPenney inside WESTFARMS, and I want to get right to that video you just mentioned. It was a very chaotic scene. 5 people were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. 1 person was actually taken to the hospital for a leg injury from jumping from that second-story window. Those drive times for people hitting the roads are going to be much longer if you're traveling to some more major cities. Places like Boston, New York, or Washington, D.C., you can expect the most congested time for your drive to be between 4 and 6 this evening. However, here at Bradley International Airport this morning, things are pretty smooth sailing. We're waking up to a pretty sad scene here this morning in Coventry. As you mentioned, 1 person was killed in that overnight house fire. The governor already activated the state's severe cold weather protocol, and it's in response to these kinds of brutally cold temperatures. We're fluctuating here in Cromwell between 14 and 15 degrees. Hundreds of people are expected to gather here in Willimantic later today, 5 o'clock this evening, as a way to encourage the House to vote to impeach President Trump. I'm Caitlin Francis in Waterbury, where a popular restaurant just opened its doors for the last time. That fire broke out at this home right behind this caution tape off of Main Street or Route 31. Police say 1 person was killed, another sent to the hospital with severe burns. And we're hoping this makes the holidays a little merrier and a lot more caffeinated for these people. With the Channel 3 Surprise Squad, I'm Caitlin Francis. The lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are speaking out right now after this morning's vote. Democrats calling it a historic step to hold the president accountable for his actions, while many Republicans are calling the process flawed and unfair. I'm going to tell you why these guys want you to drop your old Christmas tree off here at Meadowview Farm. It's a new year, and Justin Elliker is getting ready to be sworn into his new role as mayor here in New Haven. For so many people, Christmas morning starts right here, under the tree, all the gifts lined up. But for this family, Christmas morning starts much differently. Especially in light of 2 mass shootings this past weekend, people in Charlottesville are looking for change. If the alarm hasn't gone off just yet, here's your reminder. It's time to get up, back to school today here in Botetourt County. Just because we're on different teams next weekend for Guns N' Hoses. By the way, puck drops at 6 o'clock Saturday, Berglund Center. Get your tickets now, berglundcenter.com, or at the box office. Just saying. We are on the same team today.
Yeah, go Pats.
People screaming loud, scream. I said, oh man, what's going on? It's people fighting, but it wasn't no fight. It was the fire.
Some residents say the smoke detectors go off in these buildings frequently, but this morning was very different.
I woke up to my roommate screaming, saying, yo, we gotta get out, we gotta get out.
Fire officials say they quickly responded to the 2-alarm fire around 7 a.m. after some furniture caught fire on the 2nd floor and then spread up to the 4th floor.
We tried to get out. There was a big black cloud of smoke that just hit us in the face. We just immediately closed the door.
But one boy knew what to do. Were you scared?
Very. I'm still shaking.
He smelled the smoke when he got up to use the bathroom.
They just all woke up and we ran downstairs, and then I don't know what happened.
His dad was able to go back up, knock on doors, and help direct people to safety. Other people weren't able to evacuate as easily.
People jumping out the windows. Scary. Some people got hurt.
We seen our neighbors trying to evacuate people out of their window. They try to throw their baby out, and then they try to get out themselves. So we had other residents come and catch the baby and catch the other people that was trying to jump out the window. So that was good. Nobody got hurt doing that.
1 person was hurt jumping from the windows. 5 other people were taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. That fire was under control just after 8 a.m. In Hartford, Caitlin Francis, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
As they say, the Grinch stole Christmas, but he didn't steal their spirit.
Bruce Graver says that Grinch got away with more than $100,000 worth of equipment early Friday morning.
The guys get here about 5:45 in the morning to open up and start loading the trucks and everything. And instantly they saw a truck missing and at least 25 saws missing.
This is surveillance video the Gravers were able to get. You can see the truck driving across the parking lot and pulling out onto Silas Dean Highway. The timestamp was 4:45 a.m. The truck that was stolen is a white 2018 Ford F550 with a license plate AE49881.
If it was the person that we think it is, he has friends here and he put them all out of work.
Wethersfield police couldn't say anything about a potential suspect, but they are investigating this as a burglary.
We have detectives looking into a couple of leads right now, but if anyone does have any information, we ask that they do call the Wethersfield Police Department.
In the meantime, Graver says they'll do their best with what's left.
We hope to get some things done, even though we're down a truck, down equipment. You have to keep going.
In Wethersfield, Caitlin Francis, Channel 3 Eyewitness News. Sean Bull is standing in the kitchen drinking coffee with a new group of lifelong friends. Just this past June, Sean almost lost his life.
I was using a concrete chop saw, and it kicked back, hit me in the throat. There was blood everywhere.
Do you remember all of them?
I don't remember too much.
A normal day on the job with Ellington Public Works, one he's had for the last 11 years, turned terrifying. But it was the quick thinking of his coworker, a former Army medic, that helped save Sean.
Packed it back up and just held pressure on those two veins that I saw where the blood was coming from.
An excruciatingly long 8 minutes later, first responders arrived.
Rich was holding direct pressure, which is what saved him, and I took over direct pressure. We moved him onto a backboard and onto our stretcher. He started to bleed again, so I requested Quick Clot.
State police also carry Quick Clot, a medical dressing with a chemical to help stop bleeding.
Using the Quick Clot was something that was very important, and we recognized that immediately.
Sean Bull credits everyone who helped get him to the hospital and is able to thank them in person.
Obviously, that's our job, but it's always good to hear that someone, his life is impacted and is still here.
But he also says now he knows it just wasn't his time.
Thanks to the people that were there. I'm glad that they were there at the time, because I wouldn't have made it if it wasn't for people that had training and knew what they were doing and stayed calm. Period.
In Ellington, Caitlin Francis, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.